everybody, I'm back. You're watching AMTV, Alternative Media Television. I'm Christopher Green. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for all your support, supporting us alternatively on demand at $4.95 a month, $49.95 a year. With the price of a cup of coffee, you support us, you support the truth, free press. Thank you so much. I'm truly humbled, truly thankful. We have war games in the South China Sea. Rumblings. It's something we've been talking about quite intensely over the last several weeks. This whole visit that Obama just made to a guy, a president of the Philippines, that called him the son of a whore. Quite seriously, that's what Duterte called Barack Obama, our weak leader, the son of a whore. That's how we're perceived by the rest of the world. He later apologized, but not really. I mean, he just bitch slapped Barack Obama. Now, says this is according to Yahoo News, Duterte says he wants U.S. Special Forces out of the southern Philippines now. During and around the same time, and these war games have been going on, for months now, better part of over a year, whether or not it's Ukraine or Syria or the South China Sea, all these hotbeds for war and flashpoints for war, also the Middle East. At the same time, China and Russia set to stage military drills in the hotly contested South China Sea, where they're dredging the islands. China is rapidly militarizing their bases and really threatening Western power. Honest to God truth. Philippine President Rodrigo Duterte on Monday called for the withdrawal of U.S. military from a restive southern island, fearing an American troop presence could complicate offensives against Islamist militants notorious for beheading Westerners. Duterte, who was in the spotlight last week over his televised tirade against the United States President Barack Obama, said special forces now training Filipino troops were high-value targets for the Islamic State-linked groups as counterinsurgency operations intensify. Quote, "These special forces, they have to go," Duterte said in a speech during an oath-taking ceremony for new officials. Quote, "I do not want a rift with America, but they have to go." Yeah, right. End quote. He added, quote, "Americans, they will really kill them. They will try to kidnap them to get ransom. They will really kill them." Again, the same president who just called weak Obama the son of a whore. China and Russia is set to stage military drills in South China Sea. China claims almost all of the South China Sea and has sought to bolster its case by building a series of artificial islands capable of supporting military facilities. China and Russia both are set to start war games in the South China Sea today. Remember I told you you'd start to see some actions during the uncertainty of the U.S. election, as we're falling apart here, by the way, and Hillary's collapse, getting thrown in mafia style into her van. It's happening now. Beijing's defense ministry said in a show of force after an international tribunal and validated the Asian giant's extensive claims in the area. The 8-day joint drills will include exercises on seizing and controlling islands and shoals. Chinese Navy spokesman goes on to say in a statement they will involve surface ships, submarines, fixed-wing aircraft, shipborne helicopters, Marine Corps, and amphibious armored equipment from both navies. Compared with previous joint drills, these exercises are deeper and more extensive in terms of organization, tasks, command, and firepower. We're seeing the geopolitics. We're seeing all of this shift. We see what it appears to be Donald Trump is going to inherit in the not-too-distant future. Very dangerous. We talked about this in our on-demand video that was banned conveniently on YouTube that we put last week. Warning, I think we titled it World War III, the closest we've ever been, something like, or World War, the closest we've ever been. We talked about the flashpoints, and I really encourage you to watch that video. I can't post all my real thoughts out to the public. It gets censored, it's too dicey, it's just, it's too dangerous. I mean, I'm just being flat out honest with you guys. But I will kind of lead in a little bit to it, the four or five potentialities, flashpoints for war. South China Sea, as we're talking about, Ukraine, Syria, Pakistan, which is nuclear capable, And that technology, if Pakistan falls, could potentially get into the wrong hands, a group like ISIS, one of these terrorist organizations, etc., and or the fifth is I call the unknown. Go on demand, subscribe right now, start your free trial, 14 days. If you don't like it, then get a refund. I go into all that detail more. But the point is things are getting worse. Expect further escalation, further chess moves, and geopolitical conflagration in this part of the world. And this is why I really believe that we need a strong leader in power, because these are the decisions and negotiations that the next president is going to have to lead on our behalf. And we've seen what a weak leader does. We've seen the negotiations. Obama says he doesn't negotiate with terrorists, but he does. Some $400 million in cash payments to, Iran and Iranian terrorists to get, a couple people back. America's coming from a very weak place. We need to show strength. And this is what the American people are dealing with today. North Korea, ready to conduct another nuclear test. We saw just a couple days ago rumblings in that neck of the woods where these earthquakes transpired. People, again, getting very, very fearful. What happens if and when this technology is used or if it falls into the wrong hands, as I mentioned with the example in Pakistan, and a radical jihadi Islamist group that has been propelled, funded, and armed by the United States federal government, both covertly and now overtly, admitted by the State Department and the U.S. federal government, gets into these people's hands and, God forbid, blows up an American city or city in Europe or part of the Middle East. I'd like to hear your thoughts, comments, questions. Put it in the box below. I'm Christopher Green. You're watching AMTV Alternative Media Television, hard-hitting it in your face. We'll be right back.